Good morning, Indian Hills. Dr. Christensen here with your Monday message. Today, this week, we're going to be continuing to talk about the election and politics and different things, and we'll have some time to work in circles. We're not actually going to be talking about our political opinions, but really talking about how are good ways that we can talk about our feelings about things and how everything is going as the election's getting closer here. So on today, we're going to talk about removing labels. On Tuesday, we're going to talk about the golden rule of politics. That's interesting, and do a little circle. We'll circle up there. Wednesday, we're going to write some Veterans Day letters to veterans who have served for us. And on Thursday, our lesson will be on the topic, should voting be mandatory? And then Friday, what? You don't have any school on Friday. It is not an asynchronous day, it's just a no school day. That doesn't mean that if you have some work to do towards being assessed on a standard that you couldn't take some time to do that work. Which leads me to my topic for today, um, getting work done during class. Really important. So with a block, we're going to give you time to work. What we expect is that you work. The other thing is that your teachers are working hours and hours and hours to prepare learning for you. They work in the evening and they work on weekends and they work whenever they have time. Everything they're asking you to do is important and for a grade. Now, for a grade means you're working to practice for a grade. That means everything they're asking you to do is to get you to ready to take an assessment towards a standard. The standard is where you'll get a score and your final grade. That means that all the work they're asking you to do leading up to that is also for a grade because that's how you're going to get good enough to meet the standard. So when they ask you to do something during class, a lot of them will set a timer and expect it done when the timer's done, or they expect it done by the end of class, and you can show them that it's done at the end of class. You need to get work done when they give you time to do it. Um, I know that we may feel like, hey, I would rather be doing something else. I'd rather be playing a video game or hiding on another tab and doing something that I consider fun. At some point, you're at the age where you have to have a little bit of self control. I will admit that I love to play Mario Kart on my phone. I do not ever play Mario Kart on my phone when I'm at work because when I'm at work, I'm working for you and I'm working for the teachers and I'm working to make sure that things are taken care of because that's what's expected of me. I'm not getting a score for it, and I'm not always having fun, but I feel worth by working. And I really need you to think about that. Real happiness comes from feeling like you're accomplishing something. And so, accomplishing something in school, accomplishing something towards learning, learning brings joy, learning brings happiness. And that it really is a universal truth if we really get down to it. So, have some self control, put away the distractions, get done with what you need to get done. And if you get done early, you can always read, you can always work on IXL, and then sometimes your teachers will let you listen to music or something else. But really, our job is to get things done while we're here. Which also brings to the reassessment is the next thing. So when you take your assessment, if you've done the classwork, you should do really well on the assessment and you should not need to reassess unless you made some careless errors or had a bad day. So if you get your assessment and you look at it and then you decide not to work on it, you've got to go back and complete all of the work that you did not do before you can reassess. It's the expectation that when you're giving the assessment, you take it right then and that you do your best. It's not appropriate to hand it back and say you're going to reassess. If you've done everything you're supposed to do, you should be able to do it. And so, do it right the first time means not wasting your time. You are wasting your time when you don't do your work in class and are not ready for an assessment and then have to go back and redo everything and then spend time preparing to reassess. Do it right the first time means that you'll save your time. So please start to think through this, start to take steps towards becoming an adult. And as you do this, you'll start to see that you earn more respect and you earn more time and you earn more ability to show that you're an adult and get to do things like an adult. All right, here ends my discussion for today. It's just time to keep stepping up and becoming better students. It's that time of the year. You can do it. We've been doing so well. Continue to work on wearing our masks, continue to work on being safe for each other. I know that maybe outside of school you're around some certain friends and you don't have your mask on. We're not worried about whether all of you are going to be okay. We're worried if you get sick, that you're going to pass it on to all of them, and then you're going to pass it on to other adults and at home and here that you care about, and you would hate for something really bad to happen to any of them. We have to continue to wear our masks. Remember, we're cleaning our hands every time. And so, why would we be shaking hands or giving high fives? A fist bump, an elbow, a forearm, any of those things are a better way to say hello to somebody than touching each other's hands. You might as well take off your mask and breathe on them. And I'm saying that because that's ludicrous. Don't do it. Stop. Think. You could hurt somebody that you really love. And we've had that happen here at school, and we don't want it to happen to anybody. All right, enough. Go Tigers. Have a great week.